on?
Okay.
Okay, we're ready.
You're ready.
Hello, everybody. Good morning or
So-
good afternoon.
Yeah. Hello, dear friends and colleagues, and hello to everyone. Today, I'm delighted to present the poems of 8 international poets published in the international poetry anthology Spring's Blue Ribbon from the publishing house Expeditionen in Germany. It's a pleasure to have this 5th reading. And first I will give the word to Antje Stehn, with whom I coordinated the 5 readings.
Thank you very much. So, Gino, this is the last reading of the 5. And I think we all want to thank you very, very much for this, putting together this wonderful anthology and these 5 readings. So a big applause to you.
Thank you, thank you.
No, I think this was a nice experience also over the weeks. It was not every week. So I think it was very well done. And I think we connected much more between each other.
Yeah.
So today, I think we start with you. So with your poems, and I will introduce you.
Yeah.
Gino
Thank you.
Leineweber was born in 1944 and is working as a poet, writer, and translator since 1998. In between, he was editor of the German magazine Buddhistische Monatsblätter for 6 years. In terms of cultural policy, from 1991 to 2015, he was active as an elected deputy of the Council of the Hamburg Authority of Culture. For 12 years, he led the Hamburg Authors Association, HAV, and is currently a board member of the PEN Center German-Speaking Authors Abroad, formerly called German Exile PEN. Having initially written and published novels and short stories, he is now publishing non-fiction and poetry. He writes in both German and American English. Since 2016, he has translated from English. His poetry has won numerous international awards. So now we will listen to you and then we will go on.
Okay, thank you very much, Antje. And I read first the German text. The title, Der Duft des Lebens. Keine Grenzen, Begrenzung, Generation. Der Wahnsinn verströmt vom Duft des Lebens, beendet meine Tollheit. Ich atme jetzt die Gerüche des Herbstes. Der Wald ist schon in Sicht. Die Sonne, die so lange schien, ist verhüllt vom Duft der Bäume. Ich gehe weiter. Obwohl der Winter naht, ich gehe hindurch. Es kommt ein anderer Frühling. So now the English odor of life. Odor of life. No borders, no limits, no age. The madness which is in the odor of life has seized my madness. I now inhale smells from the fall. The forest is already in sight. The sun that has shone so long appears only veiled behind the fragrance of trees. I am walking further. Though the winter is coming, I'm going through. There is another spring. Thank you. Listen to me. Thank you very much. So now we will continue with our second poet. She is also from Germany, Anna Würth, an author and photographic artist. Her poems and short stories have been published in 83 anthologies and by Wallace in her book, Aphrodite Love Stoned. In 2001, she received the Literary Sponsorship Award of Gino. In her literary pictures, she combines her poems with her photography. They were exhibited in Hamburg, Denmark, and Cyprus. Her translator, John Waterfield, the doctorate in English literature in Oxford, and a translator for 25 years. Anna, please recite your poem.
Hello, good afternoon. Maskenball. Die kahlen Äste sehnender Bäume, noch malen sie ihr Krakelee ins blaueste Blau. Kein Flieger, nirgends auf der Himmelsbühne im Lockdown-Frühling 2020. Da oben Tanz in Schwarz, hier unten Maskenball in Moll. Immerhin mit blauem Band im Haar. Zu früh, zu laut im Morgengrau, doch hoffnungshell. Vertrau dem Vogelruf, der deine Nacht vertreibt, mit gefiedertem Radau. Wirf ihn ab, den Winterkokon, Raum für freches Grün. The Masked Dancer. The bare branches of yearning trees still paint their craquelure into the bluest of blues. No planes on the sky stage anywhere in lockdown spring 2020. Up there, a dance in black. Down here, musket ball in minor. At least with a blue ribbon in my hair. Too early, too loud in the gray dawn, but bright with hope. Trust the bird call that drives away your night with feathered rumpus. Cast it off, the winter cocoon. Make room for frisky green. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Anna.
Thanks a lot, Gino.
So for our next poet, we are going to another continent. Please welcome with me Hülya, Yalmaz from Turkey, respectively the United States of America. She is a published trilingual author, literary translator, and director of editing services at Inner Child Press International from the United States of America. Her poetic work has appeared in numerous anthologies of global endeavors and was presented at poetry events in the US and abroad. In 2018, the WIN of British Columbia, Canada, honored Yalmaz with the Literary Excellence Award. Her two poems remain permanently installed in Telepoem booth. Hülya finds it vital for everyone to understand the deeper sense of self and write creatively to attain a comprehensive awareness of our humanity's development. Hülya, welcome and please recite your poem. You have to open your mic. You have to open your mic.
Antje told us to, mute them initially. I'm sorry. Can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Good morning from my time zone. Good morning to everybody.
Okay.
I will read my poem in its Turkish version first. Sinopem. En ufak köşesini bile düşlüyorum bu sıralar memleketin. O eşsiz kokusu her hücremde buram buram. Susamışım inanılmaz. Doyulacak gibi bir açlık değil bu. Hasreti dağlamış özünü dimağımın. Çocukluğum geçti birçok kalp atışında. Hele ki gençliğimin o kaygısız ön yılları. İlk yetişkinliğimin en ulu cazibesi de orada. Unutamam ne yaşadıklarımı ne de umduklarımı. Şipşirin bir yeri yokluyor nabzımı vatanın sık sık. Denizle kucaklaşmış o bir masal kitabı gibi şehir. İşte o güzelim rıhtım karşıda, çay bahçelerine bakıyor. Can dayımın öğretisi dondurma revanili kafe ise sağda. İç kıyıdaki hapishane kulesine dürbünle nöbet tutuyor. Az ötede ada. Patikası ip incesi. Bir çocuklar bayramı korteji sanki. Ara sokaklardaki hanelerle birlik olmuş coşuyor. Her birinden müzik yüklü yaşantılarımı topluyor. Ada yolunu izliyorum. Beni en yüksek noktasına götürüyor şehrin. Deniz tüm heybeti ve canlılığıyla göz önünde sereserbe. İşte karşımda duruyor o ev. Çocukluğumun tüm esrarıyla. Biraz benzi atmış boyasının. Gene de şatafatlı o şehrin denizi kadar. Tarifsiz bir şefkat kokuyor üzerine yayıldığı toprağında. Pencereler iyice göğe doğru uzanmış sanki. Artık içini ısıtamayan can varlıklarım gibi. Annemi algılıyorum, merdivenlerinde o evin. Genç, hayat fışkırıyor her halinden, bir o kadar da güleç. Bir de elimdeki geçmişe bakıyorum. Küçücük bir çocuk o birden. Annesi yanında, pencereden babasını izliyor. Elinde çanta, başında pek yakışan geniş kenarlı bir şapka. Yanındaki çocuk, o bambaşka can yakınım. Anneannemi pek seçemiyorum, karanlıkta kalmış. Annem yanında dedim. Ama peki ya kucağındaki bebek? O da karanlıkta. Tamam, tanıdım. Pek az tadabildiğim o çocuktan hasta diğer can varlığım. Yanı başımda annemin kokusu, kalbinin sımsıcaklığı. Kah yürüyorum dar ve dik yokuşlarında o şehrin. Kah dalmış çocuk gözlerim denizine uçsuz bucaksız. Benliğimin özünde yaşanmışlıkların, yaşanamamışlıkların ağırlığı. Yaşanabileceklerin endişesi hem de meraklı bekleyişi. Bir de şu toprağını içlemesi yok mu şu gurbet ağacının? Bahara gözyaşları içinde dalları. Uzun sürdü kış bu sefer. Güneşine yanık ana vatanın ve de içe çekilesi havasına. Yanı başımda annemin kokusu, kalbinin sımsıcaklığı. Now in English, my beloved Sinop. Thank you. The homeland enters the main vein. Her scent floods to each body cell. One stunning aroma after another. I thirst in hunger pangs. Etched to memory in blood and flesh emerges the magic of my early life. Often asleep, the head should feel sore. However, when awake, it aches no more. Snow falls upon those who sleep, she whispers. The blanket over me is soaked in her perfume. My pillow is filled with the softest feathers. One corner, a distinctive delight, a town in unison with its sea, unlocks the long suppressed. There, it stretches to the harbor in cheer. The main street is dressed in tea gardens of yesteryear. Divan Cafe, as loyal as ever before, hugs the aged salt factory, affectionately mends its bruises. Right before the old prison, it is guarded by the compliant inner bay, not at all anxious by its fast descending bend, sates every passerby with secrets devouring trees. My childhood eyes and arousing sighs unloads and loads of mouth-watering plates, a huge piece of revani, apt for my sweet tooth fame, topped with natural ice cream of vanilla beans. It lights generation after generation after generation, 8 in total, the loved ones of mine. Farther away lies the town's aorta, the legendary passage to the famed Ada, coveting April 23rd parades of ribbon bouquets on Çocuk Bayramı, the festival of children, and flows in sync with streets wide open, alleys unseen, carrying along a dear one of mine to the heart's mind, scene by scene. My eyes are locked on the trail to the highest peak. One modest look to the left or the right, the sea struts its azure wealth and might. And there, a mere breath away, dance its mysteries, that spectacular house. Bricks worn out, shutters in Asian hue, still erect in humility though. Wise, few more breaths to accrue. Ornate transoms eye the vastness of the sky, their weathered glances cast down upon the sea, the soil tender as a new mother's caress. Depleted tree roots soon to finally rest, as have those who were put there abreast. My heart wanders off to the faded print in my hand, white steps to a wooden tall entry door. A stately man, fedora, briefcase, handsome face. My uncle by his leg, a mere toddler. A Shirley Temple, though Turkish, my mother. Her small, gleaming face, ever so bright, glued to the colossal front window. My grandmother's beauty reappears in the dark, tucked in on her lap, my other uncle, her youngest, whose cruel, damaged prenatal heart cut off too soon his contagious delight. Next to me, the unique scent of my mother, the warmest warmth of her soul. Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you very much. And I must say the first part I didn't understand, but it sounds so nice, and the Turkish language is a wonderful language. I realized again, and we will hear it again this evening.
Thank you.
So
Thank you,
thank you very
Erdura.
much.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very
So
much.
now back to the old continent of Europe. I present next Aristea Papalexandrou from Greece. However, she was born in Hamburg in 1970 and has published 6 books of poetry. She has studied music and medieval and modern Greek literature. She works as an editor. For her last book, It's Passing Us By, she had honored by the Academy of Athens in December 2017. Her translator is Philip Ram, born in Michigan. He's a poet and experienced translator who has been living and working in Greece for over 35 years. He has published numerous volumes of original poetry and done many translations from the Greek. Aristea, you are there.
Guten Abend. Good evening.
Guten Abend, Aristea.
Abend, great.
Yeah.
So I read my poem in Greek, in my mother language, and then from you, please, in English. Εαρινή προβολή. Ήταν σκοτεινιασμένος ο ουρανός του ονείρου, μετά ξημέρωσε σκοτεινιασμένη μέρα. Άνδρες, γυναίκες, συρροή, αγνώστων συντροφίες, αυτός ο Κύριος αυτή με τον λευκό λαιμό, αυτός ο Κύριος αυτή με τον μαύρο περίστροφο. Φιγούρες δίχως βλέμμα, μου γνέφουν, μου μιλούν, τους έρνω όλους στη δουλειά, στη μυστική συνάντηση με τον εντεταλμένο του μεσητικού, τη γενική συνέλευση, την εφορία, πουλώ το βιός μου, ξεπουλώ σάλες γεμάτες τράπεζες, λαμπρές συνωμοσίες, του ύπνου μου, του ξύπνου μου, εμένα σώμα και ψυχή υπάρχοντά μου όλα, με πουλώ, με ξεπουλώ, υπάρχοντά μου παρελθόν, αυτός με τον λευκό λαιμό, με τον μαύρο περίστροφο, φιγούρες αεκίνητες, καλά κρυμμένα μυστικά, γλίτωσαν όλοι, το δολοφόνο στη φωνιά, στο πιο ωραίο άλοθη, μακριά στην Γουαδελούπη. Γλίτωσαν όλοι πλην εμού που τους ονειρευόμουν. Έως εδώ το όνειρο και τώρα η προφητεία. Ύπνη χωρίς ενύπνια, φθινόπωρο χωρίς βροχή, τσιγάρο στον ακάλυπτο, γυμνή το καταχύμωνο, κανείς να μην ζεσταίνεται, κανείς να μην κρυώνει, από παντού να βρέχεσαι, από παντού να καίγεσαι, άφικτος, όπως πριν να παραμένεις. Ώστε δεν είμαι μόνη. Καλά το είπες και προπαντός που δεν περίμενες ο κόσμος σου να φωτιστεί από έναν κάποιο ήλιο. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So it's right that I am reading your English
Yes,
version.
please, if you can.
Yeah. Springtime projection. Dream sky was overcast. Then an overcast day broke as well. Men, women, a throng, companionship of strangers. This gentleman, this white-throated woman, this man, her, with the black revolver, figures sightless, nodding at speaking to me. I'm dragging all of them off to work, to a secret meeting with the one authorized by the brokerage, to the General Assembly, to the tax office. I'm selling my life, selling it off, saloons, tables packed in tight, resplendent libations of my sleep, my waking, me, myself, body and soul, all my belongings I'm selling myself off, my belongings, past. The man with the white throat, with the black revolver, figures perpetually moving, well-hidden secrets, everyone was safe. And the assassin of the murderer, the most beautiful alibi, far away from Guadeloupe, everyone was saved, except me, who was dreaming of them. The dream up to here, from here on prophecy, sleep without dream, autumn without rain, cigarette out in the open, her naked, dead of winter, no one not getting warm, no one not getting cold. You are rained on from all sides. You will see it on all sides, remaining untouched as you were before. Therefore, I'm not alone. You were right. And in any case, when you least expect it, your world is illuminated by some kind of sun. Thank you. So we come to George Wallace from the United States. He is our next poet. He is a writer in residence at the Walt Whitman birthplace, author of 38 chapbooks of poetry, and adjunct professor of English at Pace University in New York City. Heir to the American beat and Whitman traditions, he performs his work worldwide and has been translated into many European and South Asian languages. Winner of Poetry Kit Best Book Award from the UK, CW Post Poetry Prize from the US, and festival laureateships in Albania, Macedonia, Bulgaria, and Greece. He was named the first laureate of the International Beat Poetry Festival in 2018. George, it's now your turn. Thank you for being here.
Okay. Entschuldigen Sie bitte, ich habe keine Deutsch. Aber I will read my poems, or one of my two poems to you in English. I don't know, Antje wants to read a German version if she has it available. No, she doesn't. So I'll just read. She's going to try to find one as we go. I'd like to welcome Peter Kozlowski from New York City here. And thank Don Krieger and Gino and Antje for her translations. The two poems that I have in the book, first one is called Ein Teufelspakt, a Devil's Pact, das Lieder von Persephone, the Song of Persephone. But I'm going to read to you the poem Frieden ist Honig, which is freedom, peace is honey. And the first line of this in German is as translated by Antje, is Frieden ist nicht die Abwesenheit von Krieg. Peace is not just the absence of war. Peace is not just the absence of war. It is sweet milk and a clean bucket. It is the bleating of goats in an honest man's yard. Peace is the honking of geese in a pond, cicadas chirping in the tall grass. Peace is olive presses, wine presses, harvesters clamoring for more fruit in the foothills of the lower Galilee. More than silence of dawn with no rockets to disturb it, peace is roosters crowing, hands clucking, plow points, shovels, stiff rakes and hoes rattling in the back of a pickup truck. It is the buzz of harvest machines combing the harmonious land, horizon to horizon, feeding all the children, women, and men without prejudice, giving all the people in the land full employ. Peace is Palestinian boys in the apiaries of Erdura, west of Hebron, working their fathers' hives. It is a cloud of honeybees hovering over the rooftops of Kibbutz Ayelet HaShahar. Peace is not just the absence of small arms fire or treaty signing ceremonies in faraway capitals. It is more than just who gets what, who loses what. and both sides agree to accept it. Peace is more than the absence of war. Peace is wild ducks splashing in the Jordan River. Peace is the shared laughter of workers in the field. Peace is honey and milk in the land of milk and honey. Thank you.
Thank you, George, for choosing this poem in these times. I think this is very important. I will read the German translation. Frieden ist Honig. Frieden ist nicht die Abwesenheit von Krieg. Er ist süße Milch in einem sauberen Eimer. Er ist das Blöken von Ziegen in einem anständigen Menschenhof. Frieden ist das Schnattern von Gänsen im Teich, das Zirpen der Zikaden im hohen Gras. Frieden sind Olivenpressen, Weinpressen, Erntearbeiter, die nach mehr Obst verlangen, auf den Ausläufern im unteren Galiläi. Mehr als die Stille der Morgendämmerung ohne Raketen, die sie stören. Frieden ist Hähnekrähen, Hennenglucken, Pflugscharen, Schaufeln und Holzrechen und das Scheppern der Hacken hinten auf dem Pickup. Er ist das Summen der Erntemaschinen, die das harmonische Land durchkämmen, von Horizont zu Horizont. Alle Kinder, Frauen ernähren und Menschen ohne Vorurteile, die allen Leuten im Land Vollzeitarbeit geben. Frieden sind palästinensische Jungen in den Bienenhäusern von Dura, westlich von Hebron, die die Bienenstöcke ihres Vaters pflegen. Er ist eine Wolke Honigbienen, die über den Dächern des Kibbutz Ayelet Hashahar schwärmen. Frieden ist nicht nur das Fehlen von Kleinwaffenfeuer oder Zeremonien mit Vertragsunterzeichnung in weit entfernten Hauptstädten. Es ist mehr als nur, dass jemand etwas bekommt und jemand etwas verliert. Und beide Seiten zustimmen, es so akzeptieren. Frieden ist mehr als die Abwesenheit des Krieges. Frieden sind wilde Enten, die im Jordan planschen. Frieden ist das gemeinsame Lachen der Arbeiter auf den Feldern. Frieden ist Honig und Milch im Land der Milch und des Honigs. Danke, George. Grazie. Per questa bellissima, wunderbare Gedicht. Gino, du musst dein Mikrofon anmachen.
Ach so, das hat wahrscheinlich Don ausgemacht, weil ich habe das gar nicht ausgemacht. Ja, so. Sorry. So, jetzt muss ich gucken. Ah ja. We are going back to Europe again to Ayça Erdura from Turkey. She wrote 20 pieces of lyrics for her famous father, singer Ersan Erdura. While she was conducting the poetry exhibition called Journey of Poetry, organized in 2018, she participated in this exhibition with her 13 visual poems. She acts as a project coordinator and master of ceremony for Sayhan Livaneli short story contest. Her poem appeared in literary magazines. Welcome,
Thank you.
Ayça.
Thank you, Gino, first of all, inviting me this extraordinary event. Thank you. I'm honored. I have been honored to attending this anthology. First of all, I'm reading my poetry in Turkish and then in English. I'm excited. Yes. Beyaz çökmüş kıra, kıran girmiş sanki çiçeğe. İhtişamı yakın flütün, yakın doygun arzuların uykusu. Gökdelenleri, hızlı trenleri, metroları, merdivenleri, çatıları sallayarak gelen kim? Döken sıvaları, tuğlaları kıran, parkeleri söken, camları döven. Deniz nerede? Kayın ağaçlarını demiyle besleyen. Kayın ki yaprakları büyüktür, yeşili başka. Gölgesi yakındır çocuğa. Okulları, servisleri, dersleri, birikmiş betonları, dolapları, çantaları fırlatıp atan kim? 41.1 not güneybatı yönünden suyu yoran, havayı süren. Kıvrık çift boynuzlu, tutam sakalıyla otururken köprü başında pan flütü çalan söyle. Keçimi kim bulacak benim? In English. Now. Pan. A whiteness covered the fields and destroyed all the flowers. The glory of the flute was near. So was the sleep of contented desires. Who's coming? Shaking skyscrapers, high-speed trains, subways, stairs, roofs, scratching wall plasters, breaking bricks, removing parquet floors, hitting glasses. Where is the sea? Feeding beach trees with its breath. Those beaches whose leaves are big and particularly green, and shadows are closer to a child. Who's throwing out schools, buses, lessons, masses of concrete closets, bags, 41.1 knots from southwest, tiring water, leading air. You, curved double-horned, sitting on the bridge with a pinch of beard and playing the flute. Tell me who will find my God. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So we go to Bosnia-Herzegowina. From Bosnia-Herzegowina, we welcome Šimo Ešić. He was born in 1954 in Brece, near Tuzla, in Bosnia and Herzegovina. He completed his studies of language and literature in 1976. His books have been translated into German, Swedish, Macedonian, Slovenian, Bulgarian, English, and Albanian. He has received several awards and honors. He was also nominated 3 times for the Astrid Lindgren Memorial Award, the most fantastic book prize for children's literature. He's a member of the Writers' Society of Bosnia and Herzegovina, the German Writers' Association, and the Society of Croatian Writers for Children and Youth. He lives as a freelance artist in Wuppertal, Germany, and Tuzla, Bosnia and Herzegovina. And we met last week with Emina, also here, on the book fair in Sarajevo. Šimo, it was wonderful. Šimo is as well publisher, and it is, when I see one of the biggest publishers in Herzegovina. He writes children books, as I told, and it was wonderful to be with you again in Sarajevo, Šimo, and I'm happy you are here. You will read this your poem in Bosnian language, and I will later read it in English, right?
Ja. All right. Danke, Gino. Schöne Grüße für alle. Besonderes für Sie, dass Sie uns so schön verbinden hat. Kazat ću svoju pjesmu Šumska staza, a zamolit ću Minku da nam prevodi ove naše povezne rečenice. Šumska staza.
Gino,
Na kraju njive.
Moment, ganz kurz, soll ich übersetzen, was er gesagt hat?
Ja.
Er wünschte das. Er freut sich auch, er freut sich sehr, dass er heute eingeladen ist und dass er einer von den Autoren dabei ist und möchte sich ganz, ganz herzlich an allen Kollegen bedanken, die jetzt in verschiedenen Sprachen vortragen. So.
Okay, thank you very
Šimo,
much. So, thank you. So,
Ajde.
Šimo.
Šumska staza. Na kraju njive, na rubu šume, počinje, željno dočeka tume. Onda me vodi između stabala, kud su je stopala ljudska tabala. Grane šumore, grlica guče, ona me dublje u šumu vuče. Gugut mi prija, šumor mi godi, ona me vodi, vodi i vodi. Briše mi gradske iz oka slike, jelike, jelike, samo jelike i krošnje, krošnje, ogromne, nijeme, kao da stižem u prošlo vrijeme. Nestaje gradska vreva i cika, cvrkut ptica, šumor jelika i tihi život buba u travi i mir od kog se vrti u glavi. A ona ide, vrluda, preskoči potok, zaviri svuda, penje se, slazi, a ja je pratim i ne pomišljam da se vratim. Ona se izvija, vijuga, mota, do kraja šume ili života. Slušam tišinu, od sreće blistam, možda ću i ja da prolistam.
Bravo, Šimo.
Thank you, Šimo. That was nice. And I would like to add that Šimo was the first publisher I have for my poems. So, and now I will read it in English. Forest Trail. And it is translated by Alexandra Radulovic from Serbian. At the end of the field, the edge of the forest, it begins and welcomes me eagerly honest. Then leads me between the trees where the people walk with ease. Branches rustle and turtle dove coos. It drags me deeper into the woods. I like the coo. The rustle is pleasing. It leads me, and leads me. Deletes the city images from my eyes. Firs, and nothing but firs that rise. And treetops, those crowns, silent and huge, as if I travel to long lost refuge. The hustle and bustle of the city in my ears is blurred by the chirping, the rustling of furs, and the quiet life of beetles in the grass, and the peace that makes you worries pass. And it goes, leads, wanders around, skips the creek, peeks inside and out. It climbs, descends. I follow the track without even thinking of going back. It twists and bends like nothing else to the end of the forest, or life itself. I listen to the silence. I'm happy to tell. Maybe I will be blossoming as well.
Bravo, Gino.
Bravo, Gino. Dankeschön.
Thank you very much. So also from Bosnia-Herzegowina comes Emina Kamber.
Dankeschön.
Born in Kakan in Bosnia-Herzegowina. She lives in Hamburg since 1968, been a freelance writer, painter, and for 23 years, a teacher of exile literature and art in Hamburg, Lübeck, Münster, and Bosnia. She's a member of the German Writers' Union, the German PEN and the German Exile PEN, the German-speaking authors abroad, and the Foreign Press in Hamburg. In 1988, she founded the international literary club La Bohemina. She has received several literary awards and in 1996 was honored with the Medal of Merit of the Order of Merit of the Federal Republic of Germany for her literary work on peace and ending the war in Bosnia and Herzegovina. And I will add that she translated my poems into the Bosnian language, and Šimo published them, 2 books. Thank you very much. And Emina, now it's your turn with your poem.
Hallo liebe Freunde, ich melde mich aus einer Künstlerkolonie, die hier eine mecklenburgische Seeplatte leitet. Das ist ein Anwesen, traumhaft schön, wo Literatur und Kunst zu Hause sind. Mein Gedicht. Wer bist du? Wer bist du, der in der Nacht den Schlaf raubt und in der Morgendämmerung der Seele Flügel verleiht? Wer bist du, der keinen Unterschied zwischen seinen Zeilen, zwischen den Zeiten sucht, sie in Frühlingsblüten, heißen Sommernächten zwischen Herbstblättern und in Winterstürmen findet? Wer bist du, der aus der Ferne Nähe schafft und das Herz höher schlagen lässt? Wer bist du, der die Sehnsucht in sie schreibt, sie in Kirschblüten aufleben lässt? Wer bist du?
Thank you. So Emina told us that she is not at home. She is in the art colony in Mecklenburg-Vorpommern. Is it nice there, Emina? Is it okay?
Very nice, very nice. Very nice.
Okay.
We are here.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So, and I will read your poem now in English. Who are you? It is translated by Barry Stevenson from the United Kingdom. Who are you that steals sleep in the night, and at the day's dawning lends wings to the soul? Who are you that seeks no difference, for it lines between the seasons she finds in the bloom of spring and hot summer nights, between the autumn leaves and the storms of winter? Who are you that makes nearness out of distance and the heart beat stronger? Who are you that rides journeying into the self? She has a cherry blossom come alive. Who are you?
Thank you, Gino. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So, yeah, now, alas, our poetry reading is now over. I want to thank every poet for the performance and everybody watching our event. A special thank you to Antje Stehn for the support of every event. And a huge thank you goes to Dawn Krieger, the colleague and man who handled every event, the technique. I am very grateful for it. Thank you, Dawn. It was a pleasure to perform with so many poets from all over the world. I think we will have other occasions to present our international poetry anthology again. I hope so. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Gino.
Thank you very much. So, and we've finished now our official.
Thank you, Gino.
Thank you, Gino.
So,
Šimo, ciao.
Bis, Wallace.